Hi everyone, welcome to Movie World. Robert Waldman coming to you in front of the Vancouver Parksport head office in the west end of beautiful British Columbia, Vancouver. First of all, I want to wish everybody good health, happiness, and a long, productive life. Today, it's action. If you like action, I've got a movie for you from 1991 called The Last Boy Scout. And what a pedigree it has. It's produced by Joel Silver. Many of you may not know the name, but you certainly know the game, because when it comes to action movies, few people could compare to the roster that Silver had in the 1980s and 1990s. He's the guy that produced all the Lethal Weapon movies. He also gave us the Matrix trilogy. Joel Silver knows action. He also gave us Commando. Remember that movie? A classic from, I think, 1987 or 88, perhaps? That's with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he out-Rambos Rambo. Remember the tagline? Arnold in battle fatigue, a vest showing some chest hair with a grenade or two at his side. And the tagline for Commando was, "Let's party." Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to like partying after watching The Last Boy Scout, because it features one of Arnold and one of Sly's friends. Another action star, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis plays Joe. Again, the movie is from 1991. Now, Joe is an out-and-out, down-on-his-luck detective who gets the opportunity to work a case set in Los Angeles involving keeping the eyes on a beautiful woman named Corey. She's played by Halle Berry. Remember Halle Berry? She shot to international fame a few years later, amongst other films, James Bond and Dying of Her Days Jinx. But I digress. So what happens in The Last Boy Scout? Well, Bruce Willis's character has to keep tabs on Halle Berry's character, but also the key element is a new association and a friendship developed with a character named Jimmy Dix. Jimmy Dix is a former football player, a quarterback for the LA Stallions. So you get the picture. Jimmy Dix is involved with Corey in some kind of blackmail scheme connected to the LA Stallions. The LA Stallions owner is a guy named Sheldon McCroney. And this is a rotten to the core guy who believes in winning at all costs. So this movie is all about football. It's about blackmail. It's about taking drugs. And it's about some crazy bad guys trying to essentially bring more gambling to the table, because gambling, after all, is a part of football. To tell you how outrageous this movie is in terms of how far characters will go, people will go to win a game, especially if they're doped out. Could you imagine a horse on a field running through the players? How about a player shooting at opposing players? That's how crazy, ridiculous this movie is. But it's well written. The fellow who wrote this movie was credited to revive the action movies of the 1990s and I guess 1980s. A fellow named Shane Black. Shane Black is an accomplished writer who gave us all the Mel Gibson Lethal Weapon movies, and then some. It's a 2-hour movie. Wilson is very good as a wisecracking detective who teams up with Jimmy Dix, who's played nicely by comedian Damon Wayans, one of the Wayans brothers. So there's good chemistry between Bruce and between Mr. Damon, I should say. And I think if you like action movies, despite the far-fetched nature of this movie, it's got a football theme, it's got a gambling theme, it's got a lot of everything. A little bit violent, a little bit nudity per se, but hey, what do you expect from Joel Silver? On a scale of 1 to 10, I gotta give The Last Boy Scout, I'm gonna give it a 7. Thanks for watching. Robert Waldman for Movie World. Hope to see you soon.